My conversation with Gaia on 21/12/2011. I am Gaia, your mother. Do you wish to speak with me? It is easy for me to talk to you when the disturbances in the atmosphere are low, as they are tonight. It is good for you to sit outside under the sky. Inside the house, the reception is not as clear, because too many unnatural and disturbing frequencies can interfere with our conversation. I would like to tell you that I am well, and that I am very happy that you desire to contact me. I love all my children, but I am especially happy when they are aware who I really am. One reason why I am well is that ever more of my children understand who I am and include me in their lives as a living being. The other reason is that I have completed my ascension to higher dimensions. You are asking which dimension, and I can tell you that I am now in the fifth, at the threshold of the sixth dimension. You are asking what is happening to my three-dimensional body, and why it still seems to be the old same one. You see, this is similar as with your spiritual masters, whose consciousness is extending far above the third dimension, but who still have a three-dimensional body, which looks for all quite normal, even though this body is to a high degree transparent for the light, and carries higher consciousness. And so it is with my three-dimensional body too. In one way, it is still very much polluted and out of balance. And this is like with your saints, whose spirit and realization has reached great heights, but whose body is nevertheless sick and toxic, because they have taken on the illnesses and karmas of their disciples. When you go to my pure and untouched nature, it is easy to become aware of my heightened state, in places which are not alienated by your civilization. But also in a starry night, like now, you are able to be close to my heart, as soon as usual daily businesses have come to rest. I will move as soon as the time for it has arrived. And these movements will usher a new era. These movements will shake off what impedes the purity of my body. It will come suddenly, and it will be for all of you a joyful event, who love, and who are united with me in their hearts. I will protect you, and take care that you are safe. Of this you can be assured. Keep me in your hearts, and you will always be united with my presence, which draws you already now to the fifth and sixth dimension. Your connection with me will therefore transport you into a higher frequency, and guarantee your ascension process. This will occur as soon as my body moves and enters into the higher dimensions. When exactly this will be, cannot be told yet. There are too many details to take into account. They all depend on you, beloved mankind, and your basic readiness to ascend. All my other kingdoms, the animals, the plants, the minerals and the elements, are ready for ascension. We only wait for you, my beloveds. Many of you are ready too, but not yet the majority of your human family. There still have to happen things which trigger this readiness. You see, you all must change your relationship with me, you all must be aware of my true, and now ascended being and carry it in your heart. Thereby you are directly united with me and receive constantly my blessing. My presence in your hearts will give you great joy, strength and satisfaction. To be united with the soul and spirit of one's planet is a great event, and implies in this case the elevation of each single human soul, as it is also the connection with the great human soul, who builds the one great human body. When you are united in this way, you will ascend physically, as this one humanity, together with my planetary body. Everything is prepared for this moment, and for you, who are one with me now, the spiritual ascension has already happened. And therefore the physical ascension will occur without problems. It will be carried by your unity in your hearts with me, your planet, the planet you have chosen as your present home. As I already raised my consciousness, your own rising of consciousness will follow inevitably, because you are one with your planet. Therefore you all are already in the midst of the process of awakening. the more of you are uniting with me in this manner, the quicker ascension for whole humanity can occur. This is the service you can now give to me and your human family. And this service is the unity with me in your hearts. Seek me and find out who I am now, of which state I am. Let this relationship be real, by connecting yourself with my true state, energetically, with feeling and with your consciousness, and not merely in your imagination about it. This is crucial. I care for you all, my children, and I love you. You all should know that I have already become New Earth, and that my state is sacred. Yes, I am a holy planet, but most don't know yet about it. Tell everybody about it, so that also they can be made holy. When I move, my present bodily orientation and location change. You know from yourselves that you tend to change your location when fundamental changes occur for you. My new domicile will be in the higher dimensions, where I'm moving with my body, and this of course has consequences for my presently three-dimensional body, like your own ascension symptoms, can create problems and change your body. There will be a pole shift, but not as you imagine it. Within the higher dimensional shifting of the presently still dense frequency, this pole shift is not a material event, in which things are destroyed. There will be a unification of the poles, and because the substance becomes so to speak more liquid, my body starts to make fluid changes. All energy is always on the move. And you, your new bodies, will be flowing with it. In this flow there is no breaking of things, which you experience when you observe so-called matter as solid. Rather, everything will become new forms in a harmonious way, according to my assignment. All you have to do, in this process, is to exercise your capability to let go of everything familiar to you, and to allow yourselves to be carried by this process of transformation, your heart firmly anchored in mine. When the process is complete, a new day will rise, in which humanity will be in actuality one being, united in perfect harmony and love with me. To understand what I describe, you must allow yourselves to perceive on a higher dimensional level, because this event happens, as soon as it occurs, already in the higher dimension. Will there be 3 days of darkness? This has to be understood rather symbolically, because in the higher dimensions the experience of time is different from yours, and obeys other parameters. Darkness might be experienced, because your present sensual perception is in a process of transition and readjustment. At that time, your usual perception will fade away, and disappear. When the transformation is complete, you will see with new eyes a new world. For those of my children, who are not yet prepared to move with me into the new dimension, their experience will be different. They will perceive my movement in a material manner, and they will experience the destruction of the old, because they perceive themselves and the world as separate and not as a unity. This is because they did not decide yet to live in unity consciousness in their hearts, but they consider themselves and myself as separate beings. And they will perceive my movement accordingly. They will experience much excitement and agitation. But this agitation will be experienced only, so to speak, on the surface of their perception. The agitation scatters the dense shell of separation, and uncovers their deepest heart and soul. This uncovering of the soul provides the opportunity for them to unite with my heart, because they become now fully aware of the presence of my spirit. This will draw them to me into the higher dimension of my body. This, for them cataclysmic event, will also set free and dissolve the negative beliefs and behaviors, which have been stored underneath their dense shell of separation. This is like a deep purification process, whereby they become able to experience and live their own pure and higher spiritual nature again, without being involuntarily pulled back later into a three-dimensional reality. This powerful event of transformation is a gift to them, by divine decree. However, those who still desire greatly to extend their experiences in the three-dimensional realm, will indeed for a short while live with me, in the higher dimensions, just long enough to imprint their soul with a new permanent remembrance of this state. But then, they will be drawn back into one of the many three-dimensional realms which exist in the universe. As you can see, everybody receives according to their heart's desire. This is the law of creation, you receive what you believe in. I embrace all my children with great love. But those who wish to come with me, give me glorious enjoyment. My blessing is with all of you, without exception. I am your mother, Gaia.